Right, guys, welcome back. This is IELTS Speaking Part 2. As you already know, the IELTS examination is divided into three parts. The speaking part has three parts, which is Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. The exam itself is divided into four main parts, which are listening, speaking, writing, and, of course, reading. So this is one of the most challenging parts because it's a real-life application. It doesn't only require you to practice, but also being confident to speak in front of a stranger, which is your examiner for this case. So usually in this part, they give you a cue card. A cue card is a card with a question that has hints for what you're supposed to be talking about. This is an example of a cue card question. Obviously, they're not going to have those big red writings. I've done this one so that you can see the main subject better. And watch this. This is IELTS Speaking Part 2. So usually just going to have the question like this. Describe a time when technology saved you from a problem. You should say what happened, what technology you used, and how it helped you, and explain how you felt afterwards. So usually in this question, they give you 1 minute to prepare. So I'm going to spend less than 1 minute, supposedly, and think about this topic here. So I'm going to go with describe a time when technology saved you from a problem. Let me think about it. I think technology saved me when I was trying to have a meeting with someone. Yeah. So what happened is my phone died. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Like, if your phone died, how did technology help you? Here, so, and what I wanted is my phone to be able to call and solve some problems. Later on, you're going to see how it works. So, what technology you used? I used my laptop. And how did it help you? Well, charging my phone. So I'm just writing simple things that can help me to think. So when I say, because I already know the story, charging my phone, when I say charging my phone here, I know how I'm going to explain this. So you don't have to write everything. Some people might try to write everything and probably come back and start reading them. No, it doesn't work like that. It's just a thinking paper. Obviously, explain what you felt afterwards. I felt regret because I had solved my problem. Okay, I'm going to start explaining. All right, so usually I'm supposed to do this for 1 or 2 minutes. And if I do more, the examiner is obviously going to stop me. If some explanations are missing, the examiner is going to obviously ask me those questions. So one day, waking up in the morning, I had forgotten to charge my phone. Actually, I had a quick meeting. Unfortunately, I usually wake up like 5 minutes before the meeting or something like that because I go to bed very late. So every 1 minute I sleep more helps me to focus better during the day. So waking up at like 5 to 9, my meeting starts at 9, but going to sleep very tired. I had forgotten to charge my phone. And my laptop's charge was like halfway, 50%. So I'm in the middle of the meeting, realizing that my laptop is about to die and the electricity is gone. I touched my phone and my phone was dead already. So I had to take a cable, connect it to my laptop, trying to boost my phone while at the same time trying to finish the last part of the meeting. So after we had finished the first session, because we usually have a session and then a break time, I charged my phone and opened it and Googled about the time when the electricity is going to be back. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the information because I was in a small place, so I had to call the electricity company. They promised me the electricity will be back in 1 hour. So I called my partners, of whom I was in a meeting together, telling them I needed like 1 hour break so that the electricity would come back and we could continue. They allowed me because they know I was in a rural area. So 1 hour later, the electricity was back. My phone was dead again. My laptop was obviously dead. So when the electricity came back, I quickly connected my phone to the charger and my laptop and then restarted the meeting. So that's how my laptop little charge saved my day, saving my phone, and my phone saving my by giving me information and hence rearranging my schedule. Yeah, so that was the coolest thing I ever done, or one of the coolest things I've ever done with the technology. Well, I felt really, really proud of myself because thinking about those things quickly in the middle of the meeting with that pressure, charging the phone, trying to call the electricity company, confirming, calling back the partners before the phone had died. It was kind of like I felt like I was in a movie. I know it's very little things probably you're doing every day, but at that moment, with that feeling and the importance of that meeting, I felt like I had accomplished something really important. Okay, so that's the last part, and I've explained my answer. What's more important, something that I will always tell you, probably if you're following these videos, you always hear this, and I repeat it because it's that important. I insist on practicing. Coming here, listening to the sample answers gives you idea, but when you are alone, you have to try to answer these questions by yourself as well. The purpose of this answer is not for you to memorize, but to study them, try to understand. It's also a listening skill. Being able to listen to the answers and understanding them, it actually helps you with practicing your listening, but also knowing how to think.